Hi, Saggy. I was too excited there, wasn't I, given the astrology that's going on at the moment. I don't know why I'm so pleased with myself. Here we have your 5-card forecast for the month of October. We're going to pull 4 cards. That's 1 card for each week in the month, and then a 5th card that is your theme of the month. It can be quite nice to keep that one on an altar or in your bag or like in as your phone background, just to remind you and keep you on an even keel throughout the month. Well, I'm going to be using the Halloween tarot today because I got a theme and because I love it, so there. Here we go. Ooh, the Hierophant is your first one. Okay, that's interesting. So the first week of October, we start making some really strict rules for ourselves. Things like, I'm going to meditate every fucking day, you know, where you're being kind of stern with it. It's a good thing. It seems to be healthy for you, and I think it's necessary to have those boundaries in place for the rest of the month we've got going on an astrological level. But it's quite interesting how you're going to change your routine to match, almost to match like a new version of you. That's really promising. That feels really positive. Yeah. The other side of that card as well is if you're about to start education somehow, maybe you are, if you're about to start education or really pouring yourself into, you know, something in the school environment, something, you know, pouring yourself into a new project, it's actually a good time to start, but you're not going to get anywhere fast. The Hierophant is quite slow energy, and we've got slow energy happening in the skies. So be gentle with yourself. You don't have to do that Saggy thing of like, I'm not immediately good at it, I quit, right? So bear that in mind. Judgment is your next one. We're all high-powered cards today for you. This Judgment's so good. I want to suck your judgment. Okay. So, second week in October, brace yourselves. We're going to have some real old, literally ghosts. No Halloween pun intended. Ghosts. Coming out of all the cupboards. It feels like old family stuff. It feels like old generational stuff. There's going to be a lot of healing that needs to happen, but it'll hurt like hell. That's just it. We've had a lot of this already. I've done a few of the other signs, and it seems that second week in October is a real doozy. Happy birthday to me. But, you know, pace yourself. Again, I keep trying to tell you to slow down, knowing that you won't, but bear that in mind if you feel that you're running into a wall energetically again and again. This is why. It's not your fault. There's a lot to wade through here, and the Judgment card says, you know, some of this just isn't you, but you now have to deal with it. Sorry, but true. So that's going to hit you hard second week. We have the third week. Thank Christ for that. That's the 4 of Wands, epic, right? 4 of Wands is all about celebration, people celebrating you sometimes, but usually it's about like a party. Be very responsible in COVID times, but it has that feeling of like, oh yeah, we did it. So I feel like you do a lot of the work and come bouncing back with energy that you didn't think you had before. So nice to see. It's almost like having 4 or 5 coffees, but it's real. it's actual emotion. It's a real kind of, even on a small level, it's a small win. So say, for example, you're having like a discussion with somebody and you feel like the way they're speaking to you is abusive. They do not in that second week of October, and then the third week comes, you get a text saying, oh shit, I just looked it up and yeah, I am a narcissist, you know, like that kind of thing, and you go, yeah, tiny win, not a massive one, because you know you can't cure that, but it's still a win. Fourth week in October, hi, 3 of Ghosts, more drinking, look at that, you're like party party party. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's actually having and feeling like you have a community. Feeling like you have at least a couple of people around you or near you or contactable that really genuinely got your back and that want to celebrate you and celebrate being around you. Again, you know, if you can, do it on Skype if you're in a place that's like infected, because that's the world we live in now. But genuinely, that's a really nice ending to October. It has that feeling of, oh, we won, we did it, right? without needing to be too emotional about it. A real direct split down the middle for your month, Saggy. Theme of the month is the tower, which we were all expecting. Look at that tower, that poor haunted house, brutally struck down and observed by a devil cat. But the tower means that we are changing paradigms, we are shifting. This is exactly what I'm talking about with the Hierophant and Judgment. Everything's very, Judgment. Everything's very dramatic around you, but not at you, right? So you're watching a lot of it and you're looking at it going, ooh, that tower's going to blow, but you don't have to be a part of it. Your bit is to do the real generational healing and the real healing for yourself. Again, routine is going to be your friend throughout October. If you've never run before, this might be the time you do. If you've never done an online course, you might just go, fuck it, I'm going to give it a go, that kind of thing. Really, really helpful. Exactly what I would recommend, right? And then we get party at the end of the month. That's epic. Good. But be aware, it's tower time. Okay, good luck out there. Tell your friends if you like this, because it helps. Or you can book in for a personal reading. The link should be underneath me with how to do that. If you want to join in with any of the witchy business that I get up to, then keep an eye on my social media, and comment underneath if this was quite clearly about you. All right, take care. Go slow.